Every Thursday, I release my fantasy football weekly rankings. Let's get right into it. What's up, Couch fam? Welcome to my Week 14 fantasy football rankings. This is going to be a short video. If you want to see my updated written rankings, just head on over to fantasycouch.com/rankings. Let's go on to the quarterbacks. And we're going to start off with my bold prediction of the week, brought to you by Sleeper. That's right. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking Justin Herbert, now that he's got Keenan Allen, now that he's got Big Mike Williams, Josh Palmer, Gerald Everett, Austin Eckler, who's amazing in the pass game. Going to get you 70, 80 receiving yards, maybe not too many rushing yards. Going off in a home game, I'm moving Justin Herbert to number 1. He's my QB1 this week, and that is my bold prediction of the week, brought to you by Sleeper, ladies and gentlemen. So here are my QB rankings. Patrick Mahomes, still a super elite start. Don't get it twisted. Just could be a little bit more of a low-scoring game here. One game I'm really interested in watching is the Lions-Vikings game. This game is in Detroit, and Vegas has the Lions favorited by 2 points or 2.5 points. Wow. Are the Lions actually going to win? Is this game really going to be a total score of 53 points? We'll see. Lots of excitement here. Amon-Ra is going to go off. DeAndre Swift is back. Justin Jefferson's going to go off. I'm very interested in that game. All right, I'll scroll down a little bit lower here. Jared Goff is a great start. Tom Brady is not. Trevor Lawrence should be a good start once he's cleared, but he's not practicing. Also keep in mind, Tua does have an injury. I expect him to be ready to go, though. For running backs, I have a lot of faith in Nick Chubb. I love him. Joe Mixon is back. We just said DeAndre Swift is back. You can start him. He goes in my top 10. Ramondre Stevenson should be another super elite start. I have him ranked super high. All right. I am comfortable starting Jeff Wilson. I'm also comfortable starting both Cowboys running backs. I see a very similar game to what just happened with the Colts, when the defense just completely took over. Therefore, a lot of super easy opportunities to score for the Cowboys offense. And that will happen yet again with the Texans. The Texans do not have Brandon Cooks. I don't think they're going to have Nico Collins. They're done. They're toast. They're not even thinking about this year. They don't even know what's going on there. They don't know what time of day it is, what season it is. They don't know the geographical longitude, latitude, location. They don't know what the heck's going on there in Houston. So lots of easy points for Zeke and Tony Pollard. Okay. Unfortunately, Dameon Pierce has zero upside because of that. Not a lot of easy opportunities for Pierce to punch it in and score touchdowns. Michael Carter is back. All right, let's go to the next one. Wide receivers. I'm going to kind of break off an elite tier for you guys. So the super elite tier is going to include Amon-Ra. So these top 6 are tier 1. That's going to be Jefferson, Hill, Chase, Diggs, Adams, Amon-Ra. That's assuming Tyreek Hill is healthy. I love these top 6 options. I got a really cool question the other day on the Hack My Lineup live stream, and it was asking, is Trent Sherfield a good sneaky start if Jalen Waddle is out? And I responded no immediately. I don't like Trent Sherfield necessarily. I see him as the same tier of guys like Corey Davis, or, just plug in anybody's name, any guy that's going to get you 9 to 11 fantasy points. So I do not like Trent Sherfield. I would not pick him up in any format. unless you're like in a 32-team league or something ridiculous like that. Of course, keep tabs on Jalen Waddle. But yeah, these are my top 6 guys, Amon-Ra and up. That's tier 1. And then it starts to get pretty tricky after that. Predicting wide receivers, a difficult task for us. All right. Bucks-Niners game should be low scoring. Not ideal weather conditions there. Moving on to tight ends. Here's kind of my... Here, I'm gonna kind of just say my top 13. This is what you want. I think this is what you want this week is going to be my top 13. This is a difficult task, predicting tight ends. Try to get one of my top 13 guys. That's going to be Hunter Henry or better. So hopefully you're able to do that. Njoku is back. Evan Ingram was really confident in him last week. Not so much this week. It's pretty much a guess game. I wouldn't be surprised if he got 2 fantasy points. Wouldn't be surprised if he got like 14 fantasy points. I don't know. Yeah, not really huge on George Kittle this week. Dalton Schultz probably going to be touchdown dependent. Tyler Higbee should be good, but we don't really trust the Rams quarterback situation. Could we see all 3 quarterbacks start tonight? I don't know, but word is that Baker Mayfield is going to see some playing time, at least a few snaps. Maybe he plays the entire 4th quarter. I don't know, and I'll scroll down just a little bit so you can see some more of my tight ends. Of course, Cade Otton gets a boost if Cam Brate is out again. I think the Texans are going to have to throw to the tight end position. Like a lot. So, I don't know. Let's put Will Dissly down a few spots. Yeah. I don't know who else the Texans are going to have to throw to. Philip Dorsett and whatever his name is, Chris Conley would be the top 2 wide receivers, I think, for the Texans. And I think they'll use both those tight ends, Jordan Akins and Brevin Jordan. Man, these guys could easily be top 10. I don't know. I might have to rank these guys much higher. It's just, it's tough to rank tight ends. But if you're looking for some sneaky starts, go with one of these Texans tight ends. I think that's a really cool deep league, sleeper, avant-garde, indie. What word? Hipster, like really crazy, cool sleeper start. GPP DFS, baby, for those of you that still play. Here we go. Texans tight end in that tight end spot. They're going to be cheap, right? I don't play DFS anymore. At least not this year. Not salary cap DFS. For defenses, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys and the rest of the bunch. The Dallas Cowboys, I project to put up around 1 million fantasy points this week going against the Texans. And then we have a series of really good teams. Like after that, I love the Chiefs. Steelers are good. Ravens are good in that low-scoring Ravens-Steelers game. Bills' defense is often really good every week. Eagles are solid. Like, even the Raiders are decent. So, yeah, hopefully you got the Cowboys D is all I'm trying to say, I guess. All right, let's move on to kickers. What kicker do we want? I think we want a top 10 kicker. Top 10 is what I'm going for. And you'll be able to do it because guys like Jason Myers, Evan McPherson, Brett Maher, Michael Badgley, Cameron Dicker, Nick Folk, one of those guys is almost surely available in your league to add off free agency or waivers. So hopefully you're able to get a top 10 kicker. Not a huge difference between any of these guys, really. I love them all. I think you'll be very confident in them. Just a quick note on Brett Maher. Had kind of an anomaly of a game last week. Attempted, 6 7 extra points or 8, whatever it was, and missed 0 field goal attempts. That's unlikely to happen again. What is likely to happen again is he will have 5, 6, 7 attempts. I don't know if they're going to be extra points or field goals. That's difficult to predict. But I do see him having at least 5 attempts. Hopefully at least one of those is a field goal. So I would start Brett Maher with extreme confidence. I absolutely love him. Could easily be a top 2 or top 3 kicker this week. Just out of respect, I'm not putting him ahead of Justin Tucker, who's often my kicker number 1. But like I was saying, really tough to predict between these top 10 options. I love them all. Tremendous confidence. If you have any of these top 10 guys, you are good to go. That's going to do it for this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, guys. It really helps out. Thank you guys so much. I read every single YouTube comment. Subscribe to our second YouTube channel, Fantasy Couch Podcast. Good luck this week, everybody. Hope you get that playoff spot and make it deep into the playoffs because we're going after that trophy, baby.